Over the past few years, Metroidvanias have taken the gaming world by storm, with titles like Hollow Knight, Dead Cells, and Ori becoming massive hits out of the indie scene, which arguably has led to a boom in the AAA scene as well, with Nintendo finally releasing Metroid Dread, and just recently even, Ubisoft released Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which seems to be a must-play if you're even remotely interested in the genre. But what if I told you that my favorite Metroidvania of all time is a game that most of you probably haven't even ever played? Growing up, I was always a big fan of platformers, and that genre as a whole started my love for gaming, but one series in particular always stood out to me far more than any of the others, and that series was Mega Man, more specifically Mega Man X. From the moment my dad introduced me to the series on the PlayStation 1, I was immediately hooked. I loved the freedom of being able to do the levels in whatever order you wanted, as opposed to series like Sonic and Mario, where it tended to be a bit more linear, and quickly Mega Man became one of my favorite series of all time. And now I know what you're wondering, what does Mega Man have to do with Metroidvanias? Well, in 2006, Capcom partnered with Inti Creates to develop a Mega Man series unlike anything that came before it, Mega Man ZX for the Nintendo DS. The game aimed to take what Inti Creates learned from working on the critically acclaimed Mega Man Zero series to create something fresh while still maintaining the addictive core gameplay that the series had become known for up to this point. And boy did they nail it. Taking place 200 years after the conclusion of Mega Man Zero, the new government known as Legion has blurred the lines between humans and Reploids, resulting in more social unity than ever before, but sinister mavericks still lurk in the shadows, and these mysterious artifacts known as biometal begin to appear. The game starts with our hero, either Vent or Ale, working for a delivery service known as the Gyro Express to deliver an important package to the Guardians, but they're attacked by a group of mavericks, separating Vent and Ale from Gyro, who is their boss, causing Vent or Ale to open the package, revealing Biometal Model X. They would then go ahead and mega merge with Model X to defeat the Mavericks and protect the Guardians from the onslaught of the Mavericks. Vent and or Ale would then go ahead and join the Guardians in search for Gyro. Upon finding Gyro, they realize that Gyro has already bonded with Biometal Model Z. After they reunite, Gyro and the protagonist go to protect the city from a Maverick attack, when they eventually come in contact with Serpent and two mysterious figures known as Prometheus and Pandora. Serpent brainwashes Gyro and forces him to fight against the protagonist, and then afterwards, Serpent killed Gyro and then departs, leaving Vent and or Ale to be destroyed by the Mavericks. In a desperate last-ditch effort, they double mega merge and combine the power of Model Z and Model X to create Model ZX. From here on, the rest of the game plays out like a revenge story, where your main goal is to fight through the Pseudoroids and the 4 Mega Men to go ahead and fight your way back to Serpent to end this once and for all. It's not the most groundbreaking story, but it's enough to get me initially hooked, and the gameplay is 100% what caused me to fall in love with this game. The game is structured like most other Metroidvanias, with a Mega Man twist. As you defeat the 4 Mega Men, you unlock the ability to Mega Merge into those biometals as well, with access to new abilities and new areas and new secrets to unlock that were previously inaccessible. Overall, it's not perfect, but the game lays a really good foundation for what a Mega Man Metroidvania can be. But where I feel the series really shines is in its second entry. The structure is similar here, but with new protagonists. You play as an amnesiac Reploid known as Gray, and a hunter from the Hunter's Guild known as Ash. The protagonist of this game mega merges with Mega Man Model A, and has the unique ability of being able to copy the appearance and abilities of the enemies that you face, leading to a whole new wealth of possibilities compared to its predecessor, allowing you not only to merge with the biometal forms, like the first game did, but you can also transform into the various pseudoroids that you fight throughout the game, which made it possible to have a lot more variety and uniqueness when it came to puzzles throughout the world. And overall, I feel like it was just a really good decision to go ahead and expand upon like what you were able to transform into in that game. Overall, the whole series is very near and dear to my heart, and I go back and play it fairly often. I just hope someday Capcom decides to revisit this series, because right now it's kind of one of those series that's sitting in like the Capcom graveyard that they haven't touched in quite a while. I mean, there was the rumors that Inti Creates was working on another ZX game a while ago and Capcom canceled it, so that's very unfortunate, but I'd love to see them revisit this at some point, because it is such a good series, and I highly recommend it to anybody that hasn't played it yet. If this video has you interested in giving these games a try, I highly recommend the Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection, as it contains both of these games we covered today, as well as the entirety of this Mega Man Zero series. It's available on all platforms, but I highly recommend the Switch version because these DS and Game Boy games feel right at home on the handheld. So like, what are some other Metroidvanias that I should check out? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you end up giving the ZX series a try, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it in the comments as well. But that's all I got for today, so as always, have yourselves a damn good one, guys.